Hi, I'm Tony, and in this video series, I'm going to be interviewing my mom, Juli. She's currently battling stage 4 metastatic breast cancer, and I want to create a memoir, a video diary, where we'll be discussing her life story from her childhood memories, family background, her hopes for the future, and the legacy she wants to leave behind. We'll also touch on her current battle with stage 4 breast cancer and how it has impacted her outlook on life. If you're interested in hearing more about my mom's incredible journey, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way you won't miss out on any of the inspiring stories and life lessons she has to share. And if this has helped you in any way, feel free to let us know in the comments. Hope this helped.
Don't get my fat belly and stuff, I always have one tit that looks different than the other.
That was recorded.
Oh my God.
Okay, are you ready?
I guess.
Oh, hold on, let me put my phone on silent. Okay.
Hi, my name is Julie. I was born February 20th, 1955. Born in Bronx, New York.
Bronx, New York, the Statue of Liberty.
My mom grew up in New York. My father grew up in New York also. They lived on the same block. They lived on Prospect Avenue. And that's how they met, on the street. They spent their whole lives there until my mom moved to Miami in 1959.
Miami Beach, part of America's only tropical metropolis.
I don't remember New York at all. And we came on a train.
Out of New York, the champion and the Henry M. Flagler rolled into Miami.
My mom brought us, me and my brother. I was 5. He was, he's 6 years older than me. And that's it.
What was it like growing up with your siblings?
I grew up only with my brother, John.
Great call. Cancer.
Hello?
Can I speak to Julia Gonzalez?
Speaking.
I'm calling from Dr. office. How are you?
Okay, from Doctor Who?
You have an appointment with him tomorrow. He's the orthopedic surgeon?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Okay. I'm just calling because the doctor would like for you to have an x-ray done prior to the appointment. Right now, we have... Okay, perfect. So you're all set for tomorrow, okay?
All right, thank you.
Of course. Have a nice day.
Oh, bye-bye.
Bye.
She at 11:45, she said. X-ray at 11, right?
Yep.
This interview sounds too rehearsed to me.
Ready?
I grew up with my older brother, John. I want to say we were 6 years apart, so he had his friends and I had my friends. But we had like a love-hate relationship. We were street rats. And if there wasn't a school day, we were all over the street, in the park, barefoot. My favorite sport was volleyball in school. Both of us were very athletic. My brother excelled in sports, but ruined everything. His chances, prospects, due to drugs and being in the wrong crowd. So he'd try to get me to do his chores. We'd fight back and forth. He'd punch me. I'd cry. My mother would come in, get after him. And then if our mother disciplined us, we always took care of the other one. It was hard because I'm Hispanic. And when I was a little girl being out in the sun every day, I would get as dark as coal, and my brother was dark skinned. We had kinky hair, and everybody in Hialeah was white. You never heard names like Hernandez, Fernandez. You all had Smith and Jones, and we were made fun of. We were called names, nasty names. I was called Nigger Knots, which was very, very hurtful. All my friends were lily white. My grandparents, my grandma, we used to stand in the doorways, and we used to always play with the skin under her arms. and she was such a funny person. And she died well after I was an adult. My grandpa was a stern disciplinarian. You know, when he was here, we had to ask for permission to go anywhere. We had to go by, had to be approved by Grandpa. And he was like a Mr. Fix-It. He'd go in there and take the washer dryer apart, put them all back together. He'd paint the sidewalk, paint the house. He always had to do something. That's my best memories of them. I miss them very much. And my dad really didn't come into my life until I was an adult. You were a baby. I was never able to call him dad or call him by his name. After he moved here, I would just wait till he looked at me and just start talking. But I loved him very much. My mom, my mom was my world. We were like two peas in a pod. What can I say about my mom? She was everything to me. Everything. I've never missed anybody so much as I miss my mom. I need my mom now. So much. She was my rock. Any problem, any situation I got myself in, she was there to fix it, and she always fixed it, no matter what. Mom knew everything. I hope I'm as good a grandma as she was, as good a mom as she was. Because there's no fault in that woman. She was a saint. And I miss her. I miss her so much.
Okay, Mom.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. In 7th grade, I got caught skipping. I got punished with indoor punishment, and I didn't do it. And I got caught. I got busted. When my mother asked me where I had been, I'd gone out every day of the week when I should have stayed home. When she asked me where I was, I continued to lie, and I got caught in the lie, and my mother beat me so bad that they called the cops on her. And my mother told the policeman that that she beat me because I lied. And if I lied again, she was going to break every bone in my body, and they would have to arrest her. That's how tough Mom had to be.
Fuck you all!
For one, I'm deaf now. I was born hearing, and I'm deaf. And I'm bald. I have no hair. Different. I've grown up. I've matured. I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. In 1969, I went to have my appendix removed. It had gotten inflamed and irritable, and my primary doctor was sick himself, so Mom had to pick just some doctors like 2 a.m, and they performed the surgery right away. 3 days later, I was in critical condition. I had 4 heart arrests, had fevers of 100, 105, 106, and so I went in the hospital in January, February, March. By April, I was deaf from medical error. Oh well, the first year was hard for me. My mom, when I got out of the hospital, we went to New York because the doctor said I was very nervous because I would flinch when people would come behind me, like I was scared. And my mother asked, why is she doing that? And they said she's just nervous, and she's been through an ordeal. You need to take her to a quiet place, where her friends are not coming over, getting her all agitated, give her time to heal. So we went to New York with my family, and we stayed there, and that's where I woke up deaf. When we came home, my best friend of all time, Margaret, I surprised her. She didn't know we were coming home, and it just so happened that she had gone to the house, talked to my sister-in-law to see if they had heard from us. And I ran outside. I said, "Surprise, I'm here." And we hugged and we kissed. And then I told her I couldn't hear. And she just turned around and walked away and never saw her again. And that just put me into pure seclusion. I went in my room, I shut that door, and I did not come out when anybody was there for a year. And every day that my mother went to work, I would come out, I'd get the biggest knife I could find, and I would hold it in my stomach because I wanted to kill myself. Because I thought, all my friends, everybody's going to abandon me like that. And I don't know what made me come out in a year, but I came out, and I guess I decided I wanted to live. And I went back to school, and I had a good teenage years. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of friends, made new friends. I had to make all new friends because, you know, when I lost my hearing, after we went to New York and came back, and I was deaf, I had already gone back to school. Mom had a massive heart attack. So she had to find some place for me to go. Somebody had to take care of me. So I had a choice between my teacher or a neighbor. And I chose the teacher because I wanted to be popular. And she was the most popular teacher in school. Her name was Miss Stalin. And she lived southwest, far from Hialeah. And my decision was the worst I could ever made because not one time did I get to go see my mom in the hospital because the teacher was busy. Her husband was in college. It was a long ride to and from school. And we had to be home for extracurricular activities, whatever she did, her husband did. But she was good to me. She was good to me. And I want to see her today. I see her on Facebook. I would love to get in touch with her. She was my 7th grade, and I don't even know what she taught, what class she taught. I don't even remember.
Is there anything else about your childhood or early life that you'd like to share that I haven't asked you about yet?
Nope. I can't think of anything right now. Yeah. Just remember moving. We moved a lot because mom rented houses. Oh,
No? Okay. All right. We can be done for today. Thank you, Mom.
you're welcome, my love.
Love you.
I love you too.